Switches make a forwarding decision for each frame by using the MAC addresses and MAC address table. The show MAC address-table command lists both static as well as dynamic MAC addresses known to a switch. To troubleshoot the forwarding path, you have to predict the normal path and operation, and then isolate any problem that is interrupting that normal flow. The first step in the troubleshooting process should be identifying the normal network behavior. Let's look at this sample network that we've seen before. Let's write MAC addresses for all the devices on this network, including the two PCs. Which of the interfaces will the frames sent by the two PCs and the router actually use? Well, the MAC address table applies for both the switches. Here, when PC1 sends a frame to the router, it will enter switch 1's interface, and switch 1's MAC table has an entry that shows PC1's MAC address with switch 1's interface. You can also see that switch 2's MAC table has an entry with PC1's MAC address for the same frame when it arrives on switch 2's interface from switch 1. When the network traffic has no interruptions, each switch's MAC table will have an entry for the PC that is sending frames to the switch's interface. When there are problems on the network, you can examine the contents of the MAC tables for inconsistencies. How does the packet forwarding logic work then? Well, when a frame reaches an interface, the virtual LAN or VLAN assigned to that interface is identified, and the MAC address table is examined to see which MAC addresses on that VLAN is the frame's destination address. If the MAC address is found, we forward the frame only to that address. If the MAC address is not found, or if the frame is to be broadcast or multicast, then we flood the frame to all access ports on the VLAN.